Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia You Show.
As I said, it's Fallback Friday, everybody. Anything goes to a point that it is not against community standards, okay? But hey, everybody, it is Friday, episode 1951. And if anybody saw that last night, I'm still playing it over my head. And I don't give a dang if you're from the West Coast. I don't give a dang if you're from the Northeast of America. Okay, I have no idea who some of these people think they talking to, but it definitely ain't me. And I'm sitting there trying to look at Dave's face last night. He just had this little smirk on his face. He was like, and I could read his mind. And then when I was saying, hey, every time I say Jesus and God, why you twitching? What's wrong with you over there, lady? I mean, well, I'm from Portland. I don't care. I don't care where you from. Honey, no, you in the presence of somebody who will stop you in your tracks, and I'm the right one. And now that I know that that's the club that I'm going to be a part of, which is the Hart County Republican, and a lot of them are older than I am, that heifer will never try that again. I can promise you that if you got the audacity and the tenacity to try to, hem me up like that, I can imagine how you talk to these other people in that group. But ma'am, you won't be doing it after next month, because we are here to stay. So that last night, and to know that was her second time being there. Dave and Jen called me last night to my girl, who the hell was there? I don't know. I don't care. These are the type of people you don't shake hands with. These are the type of people, they on that side of the room, we on this side of the room. Because she kept saying at the end of me speaking last night, can I talk to you? Don't. No, ma'am, that bridge is burnt, okay? We don't play those stupid games with adults, and I don't care what side of America you came from. You in the South now, and you are in Georgia. Now, let us teach you how to act, because that right there, you need to go on unless you're trying to infiltrate this group, disrespect the elders of that group, and that's one thing you ain't gonna do. So the next time the chairman tell you to zip it, I will be the first one to make sure that you heard exactly what the hell they said. All right, then, that's my group. I'm there to stay. That's my group. I'm there to stay. So, and then the way in the back, I'm like, I know this guy. Damn me. Who is he? Who is he? At the end of it, hey, Lucretia. Hey, Dave. Oh, what you got something to do with faith and freedom? Yes, yes. I am the senior pastor under the Gold Dome at the I know who you is. I ain't apologizing. It was a demon in this house. Okay, he said you ain't got to. At least I didn't drop the glitter bomb. I thought I was professional. Hey there, hey sis, hey Minister Angela, how you doing? I did good last night. I thought I did. All right then. Hey Michelle. Michelle wishing she could have jumped through time and been in that same room. What was you gonna do? She had greasy and nasty ass hair though. She did. She just looked like a funk. She ain't took a bath. But anyway, yay. Wait till she not like me even more, because if you think she's going to talk to anybody else in that group the way she thought she could talk to me, shit. She was late. I'm the only black person in here. How you not see me? Shut up. Well, I wouldn't have been professional if I would have told somebody to shut up, but I was anchoring of that. Hey Trish, I saw that video. She thought she was going to control things. Like, people come on my page. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Who the hell you think you talking to? That's pretty much. I remember saying that. I do. I do remember saying that. Who the hell? You think you might want to stop wagging that finger at me, because I'm. Who you talk to, Dave? Turn the camera around so everybody can see her dusty ass, because I was seeing her like, I got this, Timothy. What else? You ain't got to moderate. I got this. Now, what you saying? Ma'am, you in the wrong damn group. These are 80-20 people. And then it hit me all night long, all night long, all night long, all night long, all night. I replayed it in my head. Is that what it means to be whipped by the name of Jesus? I just want to know, because I remember saying, ma'am, every time I say Jesus or God, you shrivel in yourself. Why you twitching over there? And that other guy over here, he going to be my damn best friend. He said, I see it. You see it too? Yes, he's going to be my bestie. You see that demon trying to, manifest itself out of her every damn time? Every time I said Jesus or God, she kind of twitched a little bit in her mouth. She got angry. I'm sitting here like, you might want to try Jesus, not me. Because, Timothy, hold up. I'm new here. I got this. What you got to say? Walking up and down the street. Look like you stink. All right, then. Back over here. Hey, Grandma Barker. But other than that, I think I did a great job last night. I talked about a gambit of stuff and what's going on, not only in Georgia, but internationally. Also, federally, just knowing that I click with that group. Here's number 5. They're my elders. Understand, this is how I'm raised. You don't disrespect them. I don't give a whoop what color they are. I don't care what side of the country. How the hell you get to Hart County? That's the question I want to know. But ma'am, who are you talking to? Does she talk to y'all like this on a regular? Well, this is her second time here. It's probably going to be her last if I'm joining. She ain't gonna like me. Hey, Timothy. All right, then. I enjoyed myself. I will be there to speak or do anything inside of the community that you feel necessary that I fit in. So I appreciate it. Not door knocking or calling people on the phone. Those 2 things I can't do. I don't wanna. I got a platform now. Hey there, Melissa, what's going on? Addie, how you doing? You showed a lot of restraint. I remember gripping the table. But I forgot who was looking at me too, because there was a minister way in the back of the hall, and I'm sitting here like everything in me said, "You can do this." Hey Trish, how you doing out there, Cheryl? Hey everybody, what's up, Trish from Washington State? That ain't Portland, but I was getting ready to say, girl, y'all left one here. How the hell she get from Portland, Oregon, to Hartwell, Georgia? You infiltrating the like rural areas, ma'am, cause you don't belong here at all in this group. Ain't there a Democratic Party in Hart County? You belong over there, ma'am. Not here, not here, not here, not here. I'm gonna make that known. You're not supposed to be here. Ma'am, get your demonic ass ways and go and walk down the street with your sign and go into the Democrat Party of the Hart County, Elbert County, any other county. But ma'am, you don't belong here. No demon witch. She was a witch. I hope y'all know that's a straight witch. Hey, Kim Lamborghini, how you doing out there, Nora? Hey, Jen called me immediately. Who was that, biatch? I was like, well, you saw it too, because I felt it. Hey there, Margie. Happy Fall Back Friday, everybody. You broke your big toe. How you gonna be happy at Fall Back and then you already fell and broke that? But thank you for allowing us to know. Hope your toe get better. I don't know how the hell you broke your big toe. What did you trip over? You know what? Hey there, what's going on, Miss Bunny Kid? I see that was great. Let me get over here and see if Tracy Gracie by herself. She ain't here. Well, bye. Hey there, Mopar Man. What's going on, Miss Kathleen out there, everybody? Hey, Marsha. So what's going on today? Anything that y'all ever want to talk about? It's been so much, not only from, the two big trials that happened this week, but we also know that there's going to be an MMA battle royale in a White House lawn. So this gonna be the bomb. He said, well, I can't go to them. Well, I will bring it here to me. Come on, Dana. And Dana said, we can do this. He said, I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. Woo, how the hell is the stadium for the MMA UFC fight bigger than the White House? Anybody seen it? They thought they was gonna shut that down. It's easy to go ahead and do it, ask for forgiveness after, but they ain't gonna like anything that Trump does. So there's that too, but I'll watch. Rebuke her. I ain't touching her. Chris, you know what I mean? I ain't touching her. I'm just going to be a referee in the whole entire crowd. I'm sorry, Minister Angela, me, Timothy, and his wife, maybe the biker crew. There was a husband and wife that pretty much rolled up on Harleys. There was the people at the front door. I would say they're about our age, around that. But the rest of the people in the group are older than that. And some of them are like pushing their 70s and stuff.
I remember, I forget his Brian or something like that.
Brian, how old is he?
65.
65. So you got I might be, Timothy is the youngest. He's the chairman and his wife. Then I think it might be me and Dave. And then that chick right there. And everybody else is older or up there. Because this is a retirement community. It's seniors around here. And she ain't got no damn respect. I ain't finna put up with that. No, ma'am. No. I might not have been born and raised in Hart County. I was born and raised like 3 counties over. It's just certain things, no matter where the hell you go in life, you just don't do. And if you don't belong here, you coming from a whole nother culture, a whole nother state, a whole nother way of life. And this is how you talk to people because you're talking to me like I pissed in your Cheerios. Ma'am. Hell no. We don't do that. And I don't care what group we're in. I don't care what function we're at. That ain't called for. So I don't care if it was Brian Kemp up there and you got a right extreme person that just hate his guts. Hold up now. Have some decorum about yourself. Either take that to the side, but you don't do that on Front Street. But what y'all didn't see, because Dave didn't want to give that heifer no love, she was wagging her finger at me and trying to get louder and louder, and the evilness and the look. And then when she started saying you made it personal. I ain't backing down from that. And you're not going to disrespect the seniors or elders in front of me. Rebuke what? No. At that time, I'm going to be like, you ain't tried Jesus yet. Well, here I is. I'm his child. What you ain't going to do in this retirement community, take your ass to Gwinnett County. You can go on down there to Fulton County. You could go to DeKalb County. You could go to any of these other counties. But when you know that this area is strictly a retirement community where majority of the people either own a property, rich as hell, or they just older folks, you ain't gonna come in and thinking you gonna bully pit somebody. That is how you was taught, is screaming at some damn body to get your point across, or wagging your damn finger, because ain't nobody a dog, but I will drag you like you a bitch. Sheesh, you ain't gonna do that. So this is a Republican Party meeting. Act like you got some damn sense when you going around these type of people. And I already cussed out one person because it caught me last night. A guy named Daniel, whatever the hell his name was. You know, he was one of those people that helped put out signs. And I remember at the state convention, Hart County was literally sitting in front of me. Surreal was running, and this woman ripped up a Brian Kemp, sign that they was in the convention they try to hold up. So he just leaned closer. He said, "You're a fucking bitch." I said, wait a minute. She got snow on her hair. She got wrinkles on her face. You are a man, and did you just lean up to that woman and call her a bitch out in front of me? Hey, Sergeant at Arms, get him out of here. What we ain't gonna do is you act like you don't know or you don't have no home training. And one thing the Bible clearly states that we are supposed to respect our elders to an extent, but none of them did anything for her to have that type of attitude or that Portland ways to come into a small retirement, slow down, easygoing, free-spirited people. And you think you finna talk to the guest speaker like that. I can imagine what you think you doing when I ain't up there or somebody else. How do you talk to these folks? Well, let me tell you how you're not gonna talk to them, and you get the hell up out of here before I ever will. And I'm gonna put the brakes on her or anybody else that think they're finna try these type of communities or any groups that I am now a part of. You ain't gonna do it. The hell is, I'm from Portland, bitch. I don't care if you're from hell. Go wash your stinking ass hair. All right, then, back over here. Hey there, minister, just like you. Just because your title alone, not because I know you personally, because they wouldn't try that either, but just your title alone give you such an authority of respect. And being the woman that you are, I don't care if an atheist, I don't care if anybody else from any religion have any type of attitude towards you. I would literally inject myself because they need to slow their roll before they recognize and wreck themselves. So just like I would not been able to be in that committee hearing with Dr. Alveda King while Crotch Itch is up there on the stand saying whatever she had to, the sergeant at arm would have to drag me out of there because I would have stopped. I would have checked her right there. Somebody need to. So it's too many people got a little bit too damn comfortable of not knowing how to address people, how to have a little respect or some decorum. So at this point, Hart County is type of county that you better have that when you get here. If not, 2 legs, get the hell on, get your sign and start walking back up the main street. I mean, just the way it is. I wouldn't brag about being from Portland. I don't even know what the hell that means. Well, I'm from Portland. Okay. Am I supposed to be intimidated? Okay, I'm from the hoods and the woods. Let's see which one can fight better. It's like, but I didn't. I was nice. I didn't even say fuck you, B. But I did want to, but I didn't. So there's that too. Hey there, but I just got... I don't care if I'm in a boardroom or at a convention or out hanging out. I ain't having it, period. So it doesn't matter who I'm with at any given time. You're not going to disrespect the people around me or me, period. And that's just the way I live my life. So welcome to Hartwell County Republican Party, Dave Klukin and Lucretia. Wait till they get a load of us. Okay then. Hey there, hey, because yeah, ain't no rebuking. I would go and flip over table. She won't try that again. I promise you that. And I had a hot flash. I promise you that though. Hey there, she won't. Anybody else won't try that crap either. Living in Portland, Oregon isn't a flex. Well, Dave said that's just how they talk to people. I don't know what that means. He said it's like somebody saying we're from New York. What they got to do with me? But this is how we do it, okay? You open up a door. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. We don't have to. I do have to say it. You're in the wrong area of the United States. Come down here and tell us what we can't and cannot say. So if you don't like it, bless your dumb ass heart. But this is how we roll in the South. So no, if y'all don't understand that, before you bring your asses to the South, get a handbook. Watch some, who's the fat white guy that always talk about sports, but he tried to tell you how the South is supposed to be. He used to be a part of that whole Southern, sports league thing. Now he just have, his own little show where he try to give you hints of before you come to the South. If a guy named Josh from England in the UK comes to America and know how to act, bitch, I don't care if you're from Hades. And the way you twitching over there every time I say that name, Jesus, I ain't the problem. I'm from Portland. Okay. Hey, Donna, how you doing? All right, then, what Christy Fowler? Because she had enough damn time to come on up in here. Facebook won't let me share, or view too many things. I can like 2 or 3 things. Then it won't let me. Grandma Barker, hey. Give it 5 seconds in between. 5 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds before you hit like, because they're going to shut you down. And then you won't be able to do it in a 12-hour period. So when you get those little warnings, cause especially today, since, they saying they had technical difficulties and a whole bunch of people thought they was banned from Facebook, that tells me they're getting ready to change something behind the scenes. So this is because I've gotten those warnings. Give it time to where it don't think you're a bot. Okay, one more time. When you're just scrolling, you like, scroll, scroll, like. They're going to shut you down. So this is what you don't do. Don't act like a robot. So give it some time in between. So then you won't get that warning on Facebook. They are eliminating a lot of bot crap. I don't get it, but I've gotten that warning too when you've abused a button or some stupid stuff like that. I said, all I did was hit like. Well, F them then. I don't know. They getting ready to do something. You probably ain't gonna be able to say certain words after tomorrow. Hey there, Trish. What's going on? Hey, Rhonda. How you doing? 10 people. I'm trying to see exactly what y'all saying. I know my computer better. I do a whole food. Okay. I was about to. Child, I thought my whole computer was getting ready to do a reboot. It wouldn't be surprising because that's what happened the other day. Hey there, DD. All right, then fine. We just going to go ahead and get what we want to talk about. And what do y'all want to talk about, Minister Angela? Ask me. I probably already talked about it. Screw Facebook. I'm just hoping they don't screw me. Oh, where's that, Dave? I mean, I literally, Troy Mitchell, don't laugh at me, but I got so sick and fed up. Jen talked me into it. Y'all thought I was kidding. I was petrified, Troy, because I literally did. I went straight to the complaint department. Not the Facebook complaint department. I went to the FTC. That is the Federal Trade Commission, who regulates Facebook. And I went to another one. I said, no. How I get a blue verified check and you still telling me that they can't prove who I am? So I said, you know what? Yeah, I thought it was me. I thought they shut me out. I panicked there for like 2 seconds and I said, well, I'm waiting. It said, if you do a couple of more things, get strikes. I was like, you know what? We all are going to have a social media credit score. And right now, mine's probably like $3.99. Over the weekend, pay attention. Not only to the United States stuff, because the only thing that's going on within the next couple of days is a UFC fight. At the White House. Woo! We got that president. But in the UK and Ireland, y'all pay attention. It is going overboard. So now we got Poland that is standing up to illegals, and you trying to get them out their country, which shouldn't have never allowed them in there. But you got the UK, you got Belgium, you got a lot more things. Now, what I couldn't figure out is what the vigilantes are doing. That's what they want to call them, are vigilantes. To me, they're just citizens that are tired, fed up and sick and tired of what's going on over there. Well, there was an actually Sudanese guy that took a native Ireland man and attacked him in broad daylight on the street, stabbing him multiple times while trying to behead him also. So guess what the police did? Protected the guy that was doing the beheading. And now they are taking it to the streets for the second consecutive weekend. And I'm not talking about Black Lives Matter bullcrap or Antifa. No. This right here, it is now the citizens against the police and the government for protecting these illegals that are going over there and brutalizing people. So it says, Belfast, a ninth suspect was a Sudanese police officer. Anybody remember a couple of those videos that came out from the southern border, and they were saying that a lot of these illegals that was walking across the southern borders was soldiers, ex-military, ex-police officers in their nations. And then there was one guy said, "Oh, you're gonna be able to remember my name for what I got planned." This guy was an ex-police officer from Sudan that decided to go in Belfast and try to behead somebody in the street. It says, as British establishment faces fury over the border failures. And if you want to see that, you can literally see him with a knife, bloodied shirt, hanging it over with the guy's head in his hand as he has pinned him down on the ground. It says the Sudanese illegal charged with a medieval barbaric knife attack in the north of Belfast was reportedly a former police officer from Huron. The horrifying case has raised fresh questions about the British establishment asylum vetting, border control, and willingness to protect its own citizens. They are arresting people out of their house for what they put on Facebook and social media, especially talking about illegals and these people, foreigners, going over there in their land and pretty much taking it over, especially with that Mayor Kane or whatever the hell his name is. It's pretty much like, Ancient Mammy up there in New York. It says Hadid was 30, appeared in court Wednesday, charged with the attempted murder of 44-year-old Stephen. It says Stephen suffered life-changing injuries on Monday's night attack, including the loss of a left eye and wounds to his back and his head. The dude stabbed him over 20-something times. Broad daylight, and it was in public. It says, what's his name? He also has been charged with possession of a knife. Well, they'll have a hissy fit in America. In a public place and threatened to kill a hospital worker. He has been reprimanded in custody as the criminal case moves forward. You mean you ain't gonna give him a slap on the wrist? It says friends told the Telegraph that Habib briefly served with the police in Sudan capital before leaving the country after civil war erupted in 2023. All them other countries all around, Sudan, and your ass had to go to Belfast. Why? I've never figured that out. All those other countries in African, and it's like, why the hell you couldn't stay in a country in Africa, but you had to come to America for? Ireland, Belfast, Ireland. Ireland. I still love the way I say it. It says also Umar, who said he has been known Hadib since 2022 in Belfast or in Sudan, told the newspaper that Hadid joined the police but stayed only a few months. The facts that such detail are emerging through media interviews rather than transparent official disclosures, because they didn't vet him, will do little to restore confidence in the Home Office. It says that also the account that Hadib had decided to leave Sudan for Europe after the country collapsed into civil war. Their route reportedly took them through Libya. Why didn't they stay in Libya? One of the main immigrant smuggling corridors feeding Europe asylum crisis, pretty much like, Mexico for ours, and it's also Canada, because they was coming from the north too. It says sources familiar with the family said two of Hadib's brother later followed him to Europe. They reportedly traveled through Paris and Dublin before entering the UK, with one said to be living in Liverpool, the other one believed to be living in Belfast with his brother. At this point, get the whole damn family out. also Ilian Omar. But Dave just pointing at the floor. When we get back, I'll come back with the begging. Go ahead, Dave. One Nation Still Under God, a powerful personal testimony about faith, family, freedom, patriotism, grassroots America, and the fight to preserve the moral foundation. Through deeply personal stories and cultural commentary, this book explores faith in a modern America, the attack on family values, raising children in a culture of confusion, patriotism and freedom, truth, censorship, and a media manipulation, grassroots America and community, hope for a future generation. This is more than a political book. It is a testimony of perseverance, faith, rebuilding, and the belief that America is still worth fighting for. A message for Americans who believe this nation is worth saving. God, family, country, in that order. So order your book today. What is going on, everybody? We went to Atlanta pretty much. You know, we said Dave was like, we're going to get here on time. We're going to Atlanta. So it took 2 hours and 10 minutes to get there, and then we had to take it straight over. But everyone that ordered off the website in the last week, especially the olive green shirts, we have all of the shirts, all of the raw material. We are having everything mailed out by, well, Monday, because you ain't got no choice. Monday. But the ones that said, girl, I got my cup, and put a picture up on Facebook, the ones that said you got your cup and your shirt, thank you. When y'all saying that was good quality, I'm sitting there and I'm watching it, and I'm helping my sister and Dave up there and everything. It was, I appreciate it, everybody. So again, y'all get over there and get your bundle pack. It is over there on fallbackusa-2.myshopify.com. You can go and get the bundle pack, or you can do We the People Told You So. That is never going out of style. You can also get Faith Over Fear. That's not going to go out of style anytime soon. And Dave got a new design, finally.
Redesign.
Well, it's a redesign. It is the God, family, and country design, and I like this even better. So not only you can choose from the old design, but this new design, we got that also. We're going to be putting that up on the store, so y'all can go over there and support us that way, or scan behind me, and that right there goes straight to PayPal, or y'all can do $Lucretia Hughes 44, $Lucretia Hughes 44, $Lucretia Hughes 44, and just support us that way, and plus share. Hopefully we get more people. That would be a blessing. But you know what? We don't want trolls. I really don't. I'm sick of all of the animosity, the hatred. Listen, people, keep your damn hands to yourself. I'm seeing the videos. I'm refusing to put them on my Facebook, because to me right there, that is just going to be rage baiting. I don't want to have that. But listen, if somebody walk up and smack you, beat the shit out of them. One more time. If somebody come up and will smack you because you white, roundhouse them. If somebody come and hate on me because I'm black, I ain't finna sit there and cry. So there's a lot of videos going out there right now, and the temperature and is around the United States is on how to just be situational awareness. Keep that in mind. And then so hopefully starting next week, ladies, I will have a way for everybody to be able to start joining Women for Gun Rights. So like, you know, I am a part of that organization. I will have the privilege and the honor on September the 12th through the 14th to be speaking on Washington Mall with the Women for Gun Rights in September. Thank you, Diane. We appreciate that. So it's closer to Kit. it's just an honor to be able to go and be able to speak on the Washington Mall. I might not be able to get up there for the 4th of July, 250th anniversary birthday of our nation, but being able to go up there in September while it's still not cold but kind of warm, and still walk around with Dave and go to the Lincoln Memorial, go to the Washington Monument, going to the Washington Memorial, going to the Korean Memorial, Vietnam Memorial, being able to go to these places, Arlington Cemetery, and be around the ladies once more. Thank y'all so much for not forgetting about me. Thank you, Diane. So she is going to be sending me a link, affiliated link for women to join up. Y'all can do that. I think I get like 10%, but it's a way to help. And, I am an advocate and right there for the women for gun rights. So I'm a stickler with the 2A, baby. So don't give y'all up. Hey, Angus, how you doing out there? Love to you and Dave. Been a rough week. Luckily, it's over. Thank God that we survived it. A whole bunch of people didn't. You crazy? Hey, I know I'm no sunshine and rainbows. Trust me. I have my weak times too, but it was all right week. We had our good days, good moments, bad moments, worried moments, not knowing what's gonna do moments, but somehow we made it to Friday. So, it is like Fallback Friday. We can have fun because next week is my birthday week. I mean, not the whole week, but next week, next Friday, this time I'll be 52. And this bullshit of a year, it'll be gone. Listen, I survived one of the roughest years of my 51-year lifetime. Whoo! Still standing after last year. Come on. We're going to take the year 52. We're going to bring that in with a bash. What are we doing? Not a damn thing. We're going to be right here on the show next Friday, but the day after is our anniversary. So we just planning on having a cookout right here and saying thank you. We have a roof over our head. Thank you. We still have a show. Thank you. We still have Fallback Fam. Thank you. We have the lights on, and thank you. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to take out that bush of a year. And then next week, it's going to be all about me. However the hell we want to celebrate it, it's going to be a lot of cash apping. I'm going to be throwing that up on my page that whole damn day. All I want, really, what you want for your birthday? A tomahawk? Sitting on the side of the house. A bottle. Ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere for that whole entire weekend. We're going to sit right here. And a bottle, a tomahawk, some charcoal, and my grandkids. And they said they coming up. So my kids said they coming up next weekend for my birthday. They was like, well, Mama, let's cook something out on the grill. Why does it sound like I'm going to be doing a lot of the shopping? So as long as my grandkids are here and some of my kids are here, that's a great birthday for me. So that is what we're planning on doing, not going anywhere. We're not going to do that. We're just going to sit here and celebrate the birthday and our 6th year wedding anniversary. So that's what me and Dave are going to do. So, but y'all are welcome to come and enjoy and help me celebrate. I mean, I'm going to have some vodka. I'm just throwing that out to you. Hey, Angles, how you doing out there? What is that? Stephen Govovich. I don't know who that is. The man blinded in eye. Help me out, dude. He was handicapped before his attack, so he is now deaf and mostly. What I miss? Is that Northern Ireland? I haven't heard about that one. Is this the guy that was brutalized and almost beheaded in the Belfast, and this is why everybody taking it to the street? And now he is deaf and mostly blind because of a foreigner minding his business, and he get tagged. Like I said, when mainstream media and international media start calling the citizens in Belfast, vigilantes, I slow my roll and I start digging a little bit deeper and trying to figure out what the heck really going on. Hey, do y'all boo-boos, because you ain't got no other recourse. Stop it with us. If anybody paying attention to anything of this stuff going overseas or the UK, they ain't got no recourse. None. And I'm seeing it. I'm seeing women. You think New York is bad getting attacked. I'm seeing women get punched in the face from a man from an illegal or foreigner immigrant in all of these nations, or pushing these women or assaulting, and there's nothing they can do about it. Police ain't gonna stop it. And if they go and make any kind of complaints, the citizens get arrested, not the illegals. The hell is that? Hey there. Hey, Angus. It's your birthday month. Yeah. Y'all still do that? Well, next week, you know what? As long as I make it to Friday, it's going to be a good year because we've made it, okay? That's how we're going to celebrate. We made it. 51, they're still standing and starting over at 51. Now we're 52 and we still standing. So there is a God. Creation. I'm gonna stick with that. Hey, everybody. So get on over there and donate. What is this one? Did I already have this one? Yeah, I just read that Sudanese thing. Is that you or me? My sound keep going in and out. Yeah, it's in. But I'm just trying to figure out why my sound keep going in and out.
I don't know, it's way too loud for me to put the headphones on.
It is? Okay, now I can kind of hear it. I'm just trying to figure out, it's like, maybe I just need to get new headsets. Go in there and get to grab the other one by the bed. Maybe it's because these are so older, okay? All right, then, here's the first one because I was waiting. Okay, this is the second one. I see Gavin Newsom and Hunter Biden. The rumor, speculations, shock of our lifetime. Hunter Biden is floating the idea of running for president of the United States, but he's only going to run if his running mate is Gavin Newsom. Listen, hey. That's all I saw was Beavis and Butthead. It says Hunter Biden floats the 2028 White House bid with Gavin Newsom. It says the Democratic Party may be struggling to connect with working class Americans, but they didn't stop Hunter Biden from joking about a potential White House run alongside California Gavin Newsom. And his reason for doing so is exactly what you expected. He needed money. The latest display of the Biden family arrogance and the Democratic entitlement, Hunter Biden appeared on Gavin Newsom's podcast and casually joked that he would only consider running for the national office as Gavin Newsom vice presidential running mate in 2024. Either or, that's a sad ass ticket. What about Kamala Harris and Hunter Biden? That might be another badass ticket. It says also, wait. The Gateway Pundit, just days ago, President Trump had been asked about Hunter Biden's. Who asked President Hunter Biden potential in the 2028 Democratic primary and noted that the past has something to do with winning an election while comparing him favorably to other troubled Democrat candidates. It says, I ain't finna go through all that. While Hunter Biden laughs about how easy the vice president job is, millions of Americans are still dealing with the wreckage of the Biden years, open borders, record inflation, energy failures, and foreign policy disasters. It says also, as a longtime reader knows, it has extensively documented the Biden family influence peddling empire. Yeah, it was an empire. Yeah, he pretty much had his whole damn family involved. It says the infamous laptop from hell revealed Hunter's shady dealing with Chinese CCP-linked entities, Ukraine energy firms, and shell companies that funneled millions while his father held power. Those stories was dismissed as Russian disinformation by the media and big tech until they weren't. You remember what came this week? Misinformation, disinformation is popping back up. No, honey, please. I ain't playing these games no more. What's misinformation or disinformation? Because it's not what they wanted you to see or for you to believe. It's totally different. It says Hunter's illegal troubles, battles with addiction, and special treatment would probably go good on the Democratic ticket. He received from Biden's Justice Department painted a picture of a man who believed that the rules did not apply to him. Now he is on a podcast joking about occupying the second highest office in the land. And the Democrats that's out there right now would probably vote for him, especially if he said rocks are free. It says that crack is not whack. Meanwhile, Gavin Newsom, California remains a national embarrassment. Under his radical leadership, the state has become synonymous for homelessness, encampments, smash and grab crimes, business fleeing in droves. Residents escaping the state with stained governance, and Newsom progressive experiment has been yet a disaster. He apparently sees Hunter Biden as a helpful political prop of his own national ambition. It would not be Hunter Biden. Booty plug might be, Kamala Harris. No, you can't have two narcissists up at one time, and it ain't gonna go right. I don't see it. I don't see this big swell of people that is gonna jump out there and say Gavin Newsom is our man. He got to play. I don't see that. So, who is pumping these Democrats' heads up to say, "Hey, I could be president of the United States one day, as long as I break the back of the fifth largest economy in the world. Make sure I run that in the ground. I can show everybody else in the other 49 states what's in store for them." And all I hear is the politicians. I didn't even say Americans. I said politicians in blue areas clapping and jumping up and down for joy. Why in the heck would anyone in the Gavin Newsom camp think that him running for the president of the United States would be a great strategy for his ambitions? It's like Marjorie Taylor Greene thinking she was going to become senator for Georgia. Why? There's 2 senators in every state. She's only loved and known in the northwest part of Georgia. But after what she just came out and said, she could have called President Trump any other name. I wish she just shut the hell up at this point. But she called him a traitor. And the first thing that ran through my head, speaking from someone that got their retirement and bounced, and now sitting on the sideline trying to take down the party that took her down to begin with. So if anybody is a traitor, wouldn't it be you by going on The View? Wouldn't it be you by disparaging not only the office, highest office of the land, but even your office that you couldn't even handle? But now that you're on the outside and getting ready to be, I don't know, a national commentator of haters, the next subject for The View. Now she want to get out here and tell everybody in America, everybody that voted for her, everybody on the right side, and all the way to the extremist of the extreme right, far right, that Donald Trump is a traitor. Ma'am, the only thing you need to do is continue being whispered sweet nothings in your ear in the middle of the night, and make sure you hang around with people like Massey, because you've already showed your true colors. So how I feel about this, she needs to sit her ass down somewhere. I'm like, girl, no. Girl, no. Don't do that. What, Dave?
Go back to the beach.
Why wouldn't she go back to the beach? I mean, I would. But seriously, zip that crap. Done called him a traitor. I'm sitting here like, you broke out in the middle of your term. What? All right, then. Hey, Dee Dee, how you doing out there? What's going on? Dave, do you want me to kind of back it up from the microphone a little bit? Are you okay?
Yeah, I can't put the headphones on.
Oh, but put the headphones back on then. I think Grandma Barker be all right. Grandma Barker be all right.
I can see the metering and everything.
Hey, Addie, I like you said, we don't want any dynasties, especially not a Biden. I don't even want a Trump. And I'm being honest with you. There's more intelligent people in America can be the president of the United States without a bloodline. Without a bloodline. That's what I call a dynasty. That means, from one Bush to another Bush, this Bush over there, this Bush over there. No more of this. There's enough Smiths and there's enough Tyrones. There's enough Bethany's out there. There's enough Carmen. There's enough Leons. There's so many people that could run for office and do their civic duties. And if not, there's a J.D. Vance, there's a Marco Rubio, and we go on and on and on. But saying, hey, I'm going to hold this seat for you. We don't need that. We definitely don't need. I don't need crackhead Biden. I really don't. And I don't need any of the Trump sons at all at this point. So, but if they did decide to get up there and run, they would not win. Marco Rubio or J.D. Vance right now, in the grand scheme of things, those two have really set themselves apart on the leadership scale of all in all. So, but anybody else, I really don't see it right now. Booty Plug threw his name out there. Crockett, I just think she's a joke. AOC, nationally, internationally, she'll get stumped. Then you have Gavin Newsom. Kamala Harris has already threw her name back out there and her laughing. She just want to get beat down. She's forever a loser. But anybody else, I don't see anyone coming out of left field, but it is too early to talk about it. Just probably wait for a year and a half, and then the field should start revealing itself. Now, we already know the Never Trumpers and the elite rhinos. Oh, they got somebody. Trust me, they're going to pull out of their bag of has-beens, and they're going to come out here again, and we're going to see. They already, jockeying themselves. So whoever threw back, I'm going to tell you now, no. Anybody hanging out with Mitch McConnell, the answer is hell to the hell no. Anybody that is thrown out here like a Derek Dooley, it is going to be absolutely not. So I'm going to pay attention to who groomed these people to actually get out there on the front street. So, but we got at least another year, another 18 months before we really got to start looking at that. They're going to start jockeying after this election. So the beginning of next year, they're going to start trying to make President Trump a true lame duck. He's not finna sit there and twiddle his thumbs idly. That's not Trump personality. So his pen and the executive orders is going to be thrown out like Tic Tacs. Unless he can get something through Thune and something through... I believe that Mike Johnson is going to step up to the plate. But Senate, that might be a problem. But we're going to pay attention and we're going to figure that out. And then we're going to see which are the ones that hate President Trump, hate American first. Those Republicans are going to sooner... We already know the basics up there in Washington, D.C. But you're going to really see that break and that division happen when it's time to take over that seat again. Right now, Trump still has a lot of power. Trump endorsement goes a long damn way. So right now, Trump is still the head of the Republican brand, no matter what any of these old-time Republicans have to say. Because if they had any power at all, they would have won some seats. People just don't want that anymore. So, and them bashing the president because of their hatred and then siding with Democrats don't make them look even any better. So we all gonna pay attention as that time comes. Hey there, what's going on? Hey Todd, hey Addie. What Dave? I'm just asking. Oh, David said donate. All you gotta do is say, Krisha, point at me, say you put something in the chat room, that'd be great. Hey Addie, JD Vance and Marco, before anybody asks, yes, Marco Rubio can run for president. He's a natural born citizen. His parents are not. So I've already looked that up. Yes, he's a natural born citizen. His family, his mom and dad is from Cuba, okay? So he is really one of these people that is 1 degree from socialism, from communism, and that is why he is a fierce protector of the American way and what it means to be an American. Trust me, with your parents escaping that to have a better life, and you can go and read not only his marriage, how him and his wife met, but also the story of his mom and dad. He is America first, make America great again. No other country comes before America. And I would rather have a person like that. Him and JD Vance. JD Vance has been through the hard times, through the hollows, through the hollers, through the backwoods, through single parent, through drugs, through oppression, all of that. And look at who he is today and the men and his wife. So we have a great crop of recruits when it comes to the next president election. So all they got to do, we got to figure out who's going to come out there first, who's going to start mudslinging, and who's going to be, really propped up by a big corporation and Lindsey Graham. Hey there, Addie, how you doing out there? Well, I was still waiting on her too, but there's that, and she ain't came in yet. I mean, what Christy Fowler? What Fudge Jeff, to be fact? She's like, girl, we have other things to do. It's Friday. Enjoy. What is this, Dave? Yeah, you did that. Hey, Troy, her political career is over. No, it ain't. She can always go work for the left. You talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene? Absolutely not. Hers, there's enough hate out there for the American way. they're gonna use Marjorie Taylor Greene. So she's gonna be the one. She's gonna be the new Megyn Kelly. Does that make sense? She's gonna have, I told you this from the beginning. When she started going to all of those podcasts, all those shows, all those mainstream media networks to get her voice out there, her face out there, CNN, ABC, NBC, The View, all of that, I said, yep, she's going to be the next Republican commentator. I didn't know she was going to swing that far left. So they're going to need her to get out there to be like, well, this is what I think, and I'm going to bash the president, and I'm going to bash the Republicans, and then you're going to have mainstream media and the Democrats. See, look at her. She's a Republican, and she's sitting there, and she's telling you there's a great divide, and see, we need to keep picking. This is the whole setup. So she's playing very well into the game, so I'm not going to play it. So I'm not playing Marjorie Taylor Greene game, especially when we saw it coming, especially after the View interview. I said, well, watch this, and I'll be damned. And then you got to think about it. Who's her new fiance? What did he used to own? You don't think he wasn't in her ear all this time alone? And she is not in District 14 or listening to the grassroots on a consistent, everyday basis. And she was up there in that swamp? Come on now. Sleeping with that swamp? Come on now. All right. Hey there. So they put that in the chat rooms. Where the hell that big ass fly come from? Who got the doors open? Hey there, everybody. What's going on? I beg to differ. What? He was born in Florida in 1971. Rubio parents were not naturalized until listen. Marco is a natural born citizen. He can run for president of the United States. His parents are the ones that came over here as being the first to become Americans. So they are actually the first generations of American citizens. They are from Cuba. They came over here to find a better life. And he was actually born in Florida, but his family is Cuban. But Marco Rubio is a natural born American citizen, and he can run for president. Now his family, his mom and dad, no. He can. They can run for, Florida or something, but they'd be commissioner. They might be state representatives. Here you go. But no ma'am. Marco can run. And he'll make a good one so far. As much as the crap that he has shown that he is very loyal to the United States and the nation that he was born in, tells me his parents didn't take them escaping from Cuba lightly. And I would rather see somebody like him that really loves America more than American citizens than any day. But Marco can become president. Y'all make sure y'all drill that in my head. Look it up, Lucretia. Okay, I did. All right then, what's over here, Rumble? Oh, that's Karma. Hey, Karma, what's going on out there? California was in trouble when Elon Musk took his business out of California. Well, speaking of Elon Musk, we're going to talk about him when we actually get back. He is the world's first trillionaire. I can't even wrap my head around it. One more time. He's the world first made trillionaire. All right, everybody gonna owe Elon Musk after a certain point in life. So everybody, y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. You ready, Dave? One Nation Still Under God, a powerful personal testimony about faith, family, freedom, patriotism, grassroots America, and the fight to preserve the moral foundation. Through deeply personal stories and cultural commentary,
This book explores faith in a modern America, the attack on family values, raising children in a culture of confusion, patriotism and freedom, truth, censorship, and a media manipulation, grassroots America and community, hope for a future generation. This is more than a political book. It is a testimony of perseverance, faith, rebuilding, and the belief that America is still worth fighting for. A message for Americans who believe this nation is worth saving. God, family, country, in that order. So order your book today.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Let me see. Can Marco Rubio run for president? Let's just ask. It's Time Magazine. Vance is the front runner for 2028. Marco privately confide. Insiders, White House insiders see Rubio on the rise for a potential 2028. I said it can. From every dang old thing, I'm seeing absolutely he can. Let me try it over here. Let's just ask AI. No Time magazines. Can Marco Rubio run for president? Still giving me everything. Let me just go to ask Alex. Copy. Hold up. We finna find out. So you know what? We all know together, and then we just all know together. Here we go. This is what Alex got to say. Honey, just give me what I asked for. Paste. He's checking. It's checking. Yes, Marco Rubio can legally run for president. The Constitution requires a president to be a natural-born United States citizen, at least 35 years old, a United States resident for at least 14 years. Rubio was born in Miami, Florida. That's not the question. So he is generally considered a natural-born citizen, even though his parents were Cuban immigrants. A 2016 court challenge over his eligibility was dismissed, and his attorneys stated he was eligible under the United States Constitution. As of 2026, Rubio is serving as United States Secretary of State in Trump's administration, so he is not barred from running. Politically, there has been speculations about a 2028, but he reportedly said he would not run if J.D. Vance seeks the Republican nomination. Oh, they bros. Oh, bros before hoes or cabinets. So the simple answer is yes, he can run, but whether he will run is his political decision. So welcome back, everybody, to the Real News, where you got difficult questions, no speculations. Nope. Just go ask an AI. Just go ask computer. Just go check it out yourself. So we all read it. No speculations. Now, yes, Marco Rubio can run for president of the United States unless he get a felon. But either or. So y'all, welcome back to the Real News with Lucretia Hughes, where I like to be a nosy ass and be a smart one. So I would rather go get the answers instead of us speculating exactly what's going on. So y'all, make sure, like I said, this is episode 1951. So y'all get on over there and support. You go on over there. It's Friday. Get you a bundle pack. That is the 250th anniversary birthday of the United States of America and our Constitution, everything else, all wrapped up into one. So like I said, y'all get on over there and get the bundle pack. It is on FALLBACK USA 2-myshopify.com, or you can get on over there to Gumroad and get Still Standing, Faith, Conviction, and Starting Over at 51. Or just get on over there and donate. Cash App, Lucretia is 44. And Donnella, wherever you at, I got the honey and then some golden slogger. No, honey and golden maroon. It's honey and something, honey. I got the little drips on that one. So I have that and the honey. So I appreciate that. That came in the mail today. So welcome back, everybody. Like I said, you got a question? Let's break it down for all of us to know. No speculations at all. So yes, ma'am. Trish, he can run. And as he said, not if Marco Rubio, not if J.D. Vance and his wife decide that they want to take that step and run for office. He said he will not run for president of the United States. So those two friends have already made up their mind. They're going to back each other no matter what. So let's see what happens. So we all going to see who's going to come out of the woodworks and who deserves to be president of the United States. Hey, Michelle Frost, what's going on, girl? How you doing? So, yeah, that's why I love using Alex. Hey there, what's going on out there? And Dave put the shop in the chat room. You can get on over there and order your shirt today. Hey, Todd, I feel good about Vance Rubio ticket. I do too. At least we know from, it's not what they say, it's what they do. And those two men being the Secretary of State, give him a job, any job. It seemed like he can do it. Then when you're looking at J.D. Vance, it's just because it's a lot about J.D. Vance that I appreciate and that I respect. Not because he's the president of the United States, but there's so much just about how he was raised, where he was raised, where he came from, the man he is today, the father he is today, his wife, his whole statue. J.D. Vance, to me, is a good man. So if he was on the ticket right now and he's making his run, I see President Trump backing him too. And I see myself back in J.D. Vance. And then I see Marco Rubio and be like, hey, you need a vice president? That's a shoe-in. I'm really seeing them two band together to continue on the legacy of keeping America first for generations to evil out the evilness that we have allowed to infiltrate not only inside of our government, but also inside of America. Because with J.D. Vance and his kids and his wife, it's going to be that God, family, and country first and foremost in his household. Then you got his mom there. So there you go. There you go. So welcome back, Todd and Addie out there and Amar. I'm just reading. Hey there, as the way the Constitution stands right now, yes. Who's going to change the Constitution? Constitution just don't change on a whim. And I don't see the Democrats having enough pull to amend the Constitution of the United States. So the way the Constitution, and I have not heard any rumors of them doing anything or amending the Constitution. You need 3/4 of the Congress. You can't just add anything to the Constitution of the United States. So as I'm seeing it right now, that Constitution and our Constitution, it's going to be our Constitution till all of us die. I don't see it in the next session, in the next tenure of senators or congressmen. I don't care how much people hate the Constitution. That's our law. That is our foundation. They just can't change the Constitution. It ain't that damn simple. So the Constitution of the United States, as it stands forever, okay? Because you ain't gonna get no 3/4 on no damn states to say, hey, if you're a DACA kid, you can't run. That ain't finna work. They don't work like that. So as the Constitution stand and has been standing, Marco Rubio, if he decides to run, can. Yeah, you just ain't finna call it. No one's gonna change the Constitution as it stands. Where is it gonna go? No, ma'am. They ain't finna change. They ain't got enough nut sacks to get up there and change the Constitution. If it was, we wouldn't be talking about it right now. They've been saying repeal, replace the Constitution of the United States since 2018. It's going on 8 years later. Ain't nobody touching that. None. You don't have enough of 3/4 of the state that's even willing to tamper with the Constitution of the United States. That's where the Convention of States messed up at. It ain't enough people or enough lawmakers that's going to sit there and tamper with the United States Constitution. If that was the case, any supermajority party could have went in there and just took crayons to it. So when people's like, they're going to change the Constitution, just blink at them. When they say, oh my God, they're going to amend it, blink more. You can blink. It's easier to get your state's Constitution amended than the United States federal constitution, you ain't gonna get 435 clowns up there to agree. You ain't gonna get 3/4 of them to fuck up, because then they already know what they're going on and everything else. So when somebody say that, that's conspiracy, ma'am. Tell them to go back to Schoolhouse Rock. It's still that basic. So no, ma'am, as it stands, it's gonna stand that way until we die. Just nobody giving over their power. No one. And by that time, if they try that, it wouldn't work out for either party. So that's why they haven't tampered with the Constitution. And when it does, it's a huge fight. You just don't put anything in the Constitution of the United States. You got war on your hands, physically, figuratively. Look at what happened the last time they tried to amend the Constitution. Shit didn't go well. They had to back off of it. Don't go well. You don't just willy-nilly amend the Constitution of the United States because you can't get rid of it. It's not enough of them. Now, when you die, I die. And if we don't teach our offsprings the right way, I could see it happening then. We already read last night, our kids know more about touchy-feely situations than to read, write, or arithmetic. So they're going to get, probably in 2-3 generations, they're going to get bamboozled. They're going to get gaslit. They are the most, environmental friendly of all generations walking on earth. Y'all going to have problems with them. But other than that, during our lifetime, it's too many Gen Xers paying attention. It's not going to happen. We the freak out equalizer between the older generation and the ones coming up thinking they know it all. Y'all just forgetting about us. Everybody please keep that way. Keep it that way. Keep it that way. Forget about Gen Xers. Yeah, we ain't doing nothing out here. We just watching y'all fuck up stuff, and then you ain't gonna get away with it. So I don't care what the younger generation think that is good for America, and I don't care what the boomer generation think. Y'all keep skipping over us. Y'all ain't doing nothing else to harm America. Just hold up. Y'all ain't doing nothing else to harm America. Y'all woke us up, and we're not going back to sleep anytime soon. So it's a great theory of it all, but we are pretty much the last generation that actually know what the Constitution is. We had to read it. Or am I the only school person that remembers standing up and reading not only the Gettysburg Address? They used to have assemblies of reading the Constitution of the United States. No one did this in school. You didn't have to do that in school, Dave. You didn't have where somebody came in like Abraham Lincoln, and you had a bunch of nerds get up there and be like 407 years ago, where they had the Abraham Lincoln reading it in cursive. We had assemblies growing up for our love of our nation. So y'all done pissed off the Gen Xers. We just trying to wait for y'all to start fighting amongst yourselves so we could go ahead and clean y'all mess up, because this is a straight ass mess. And even got millennials thinking, I'm going to go in there because I want to, and I'm gay enough that I'm just going to say the Constitution needs to be changed. No. Yeah, no. And before the older people say, hey, before our glory days are gone, we didn't accomplish taking down America completely. This is what we're going to do. We're going to repeal and replace, and we're going to activate the 25th. Hey, you ain't going to sit it down. We're going to activate the 25th. No, they ain't. No, they ain't, because they would have been. No. So when I'm hearing this stuff, it's like, wait, it ain't going to happen. Well, we're gonna call the 25th Amendment against the President of the United States. Open up that Pandora's box too. Oh, I didn't think you was gonna with all y'all old asses up there. Go ahead, cause you pulling that same lever on yourself, just like you was gonna arrest the President of the United States. And now y'all are shouting a presidential immunity. No, it just don't happen that way. So but it's good to know that people out there telling people lies. Tell them to show you, because I'd have been like, say that one more time, but slower. You're going to do what to the Constitution? You're going to amend it. How you going to do that? Well, I'm going to get half. Nope. You don't even know it takes 3/4 of the states to actually come together and agree. So you think You're about to get 75 dumbass folks that can't even get it together to save America. You're going to get them to come and agree about changing the Constitution. The Senate, the senators. You hear yourself. And then once the Senate kind of might approve, you got 435 over there. Now, you need 3/4 of those MFers to actually touch and agree to make that happen. Now, when you get those chambers to come, you still going to have to get it in front of the president that can veto it, and then it's going to have to jump through all the loopholes from the United States Supreme Court. What you doing again? All right, then, I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to make a lame ass out of all y'all. When's the last time you amended the Constitution of the United States? Then sit on back down. That's the reason why it took that long to amend it the first damn time around. Y'all still playing Convention of States? Y'all ain't. How long y'all been out here? You still can't get enough states to sign on board all this. How many do it take? 3/4. Y'all you're gonna amend the Constitution. Sure. So, all right, I'm gonna sit back, but I'm gonna join your group because I want to know what you're trying to do. Because this is y'all gonna do what? Georgia was the first state. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I know. I signed up when it first came out. What else you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna amend it so nah, that ain't gonna work. What do you mean it ain't gonna work? It ain't gonna work. What do you mean? Well, we're gonna go over here and get California. Oh shit, that definitely ain't gonna work. Okay, fine. California signed up for the Convention of States. California signed up for the Convention of States. What happened to the Convention of States? Gavin Newsom said, all right, then. You want to go ahead and amend the Constitution? Let's go ahead and get rid of the Bill of Rights. I'm sitting here like, see how dumbass y'all is? This ain't gonna work. What do you mean? All he wants to do is get rid of the Second Amendment. The Bill of Rights? Sure, all right then. All right, go on then, because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, right? Okay then. Gavin Newsom came out. We joined the Convention of States, and I want to call the very first meeting. For what, Gavin? We're gonna wipe out the Second Amendment. I told y'all so, but give me my t-shirt so everybody know I'm part of PAN and the Convention of States, the John Birch Society, the Madison Forum, the Tea Party, and the Republican Party. Which one y'all gonna do what? You gonna do what next? I'm gonna hell you ain't. How long y'all been out here? 1935. What y'all been doing? You've been teaching everybody about communism. Wow, y'all got a whole party over here called the Democratic Communist Socialist Party of them. All right, then. Where I sign up at? Lifetime? I'm a lifetime member. All right, then. What you doing? Georgia Republican Assemblies. Okay, then. I like this. What y'all planning on doing? We're going to take down the Republican Party in Georgia. All right, then. Okay, fine. What you going to do with the Tea Party? We're going to crush the Tea Party, and we're going to have the Republican Assembly. What y'all going to do? We're going to take down the GOP. Hey, what the hell y'all got half the GOP sitting up in the Georgia Republican Assembly? Oh, I ain't coming back to any of these groups. What about you? We are the National Republican Federation of Republican Assemblies. I like y'all. How y'all doing? What y'all up to? Well, we was the first people to get Ronald Reagan. I know all that. What are you doing for the greater good of everybody? We're going to make sure that we, you still got the whole Republican Party right infiltrated in your damn group. So what y'all going to do? We're going to make sure that we align ourselves with Republicans, never Trumpers. Who's the federal president? Hey, Alex Johnson. How the hell that happened? Didn't we destroy the Tea Party because of y'all? Where your friend at? We're the Brett Frost families. Woo, Nathan. How you doing? Where you got all that money from, bro? Oh, pyramid scheming. Mm-hmm. Hey, you the Frost family, right? Wait a minute. Hold up. Aren't you the first family of politics of the Republican Party of Georgia? Where you get that money from, bro? Hey. So you raising a whole bunch of money for Republican candidates in Georgia. Y'all might want to watch out. You don't know what you're talking about. You're always meddling in somebody. We the people told you so. You going to jail. We the people. You don't like me? Give a shit. And then that's how I started living my life. So there, sometimes pay attention, because just because they say it don't mean it's going to happen. But yes, they play games with all of us. Be careful. Hey there, what's going on, Cleo? How you doing? Prayers for my husband. Had a stroke, slowly getting better. Prayers for your husband and this stroke, and that it did not get any further, and that he will be made whole and come on a mend. But seriously, depending on what group you are, pay attention. Hey there, Cleo. What's going on, Rhonda out there? Hey, Karma. Hey, Angels again. What's going on? Where is Sarah at? I ain't seen that girl all day because I ain't been on Facebook. Hey there, everybody. I did enough to make sure that I did not write one article a day. I wanted to make sure I got down there to y'all to get all of y'all products, all of the shirts, everything. So it will be mailed out. So sometimes, like I said, join these groups. Blow your mind. Sometimes what you learn. Most I've learned from was the Madison Forum and the, what is that? What's the other one, Dave? Not the Tea Party, but the Madison Forum and the John Birchers. And if you want to speak about conspiracies, John Birchers. They're not conspiracies. They straight facts. Hey there, Angela. What? What is with the OOO congressman? Which one? Girl, which one? It's like the crypt keepers up there. It's like, what the hell? They all in their late 80s. Which old ass congressperson? Claiborne? Al Green? Nancy Pelosi? Dick Durbin? Jamie Raskin? There's a whole bunch of them that need to be, woo, girl, I finna say pushing up daisies. But back to you. They are hanging onto their Botox, plumped lips, plastic body work, flesh, like they're here forever. Girl, you talking about Madonna? Cause she looking weird. It's like, damn, Madonna, let it go. You're not a virgin anymore. But who? Which one? Mitch? He's gone. Crony? He's out of there. All these old fogies up there? I don't know. Girl, they living their glory days. All of them older than dirt. But you know, we're not supposed to talk about the people. They're still making sure they take down America before God take them down. All the same people that you're talking about are the ones that got us in this boat that we're talking about right now. So please tell me, did Strom Thurmond come back alive? Because it seemed like all of them want to be his age group. And you said, which old. I said, which one? Dick Durbin? Chuck Schumer? Which one? Shit, put Lindsey Graham up there, too. Hey there, what? That's what I'm thinking. Which one? It's like, which old ass fogey that is destroying our lives because theirs almost over. They hated their life that damn much. They wanted to destroy ours and then not relinquish control. That's the point right there. Not knowing when they have outlived their usefulness. Isn't that what, AOC said about the people of America? They're going to let us know when we have outlived our usefulness. But anybody put a mirror up there, do it reflects. And there was one guy going after Todd Bassett. And, he kind of, it was Kash Patel. And he was talking about, well, you was drinking. It was like, you was one that was down there in Guatemala getting high-tied with a criminal. So, and then we want to know why your son was sitting there pimping out, Jeffrey Epstein, party with him and begging for favors. This dude looked like the crypt keeper. I mean, he looked like Nancy Pelosi after she got off the operating table. What the hell do they look like? They say boo, or somebody jump like that. They have a big one. Elizabeth, they ain't going to join you. So I'm about like, which one? And how the hell are they still up there? And then if you listen to them, some of them disappear for months at a time. Somebody in their own party is voting for them. They're not up there to vote. So you got some that been in old folks' homes. You got some that's been on sabbatical because their health is deteriorating. You got some that got dementia. And then you got some that can't even see his damn feet and he keep tripping up and down stairs or blacking out. And he is Mitch McConnell. Tell me. And then they got some on the Republican side. So these same ones that's been compromising our values for more than 30 years are the damn problem. And they can't relinquish control. What's up with that? I mean, come on, let go of the damn power. I don't know why they won't let it go. Just pass on the torch. and get up there on that steak. So you can pass that damn torch. But yeah, which one? Crud muffins, old ass geriatric psychopaths. Hey there, Todd. What? Good night, everybody. Good night. Have a great night. Good night, everybody. Have a great night. Hey there. Be safe, everybody. Have a Cheryl, don't talk that up. She says severe thunderstorms. What we got, meteorologist Dave Klukin? And it's hot. It's like in the 90s all day. So we know for a fact there's thunderstorms developing all over Georgia right now. Just keep your eye out. And if you are in any of these instantaneous thunderstorms, these quick ones, be safe because they can pop up at any given moment. And if you see it's raining and the sun is out, that just means the devil is beating his wife. That bitch old. He gonna beat her like he owes her something. Hey there, Michelle. Prayers, everybody. Pray, everybody. Hey, Tommy, how you doing out there, fam? What's up? Next article, please. Yes, I have it. I have a couple. What you got, Dave? How hot is it?
90 feels like
just in. Oh, it's 90 degrees. Feel like 92.
feels like 99.
Feels like 99, but it's 90 degrees outside right now.
Yep.
In Hartwell, Georgia, it's 90 degrees, but it feels like 99 degrees. So everybody, stay cool, stay hydrated, and stay in the darkness. All I can tell you. Just in, the fight must go on. Michelle Frost. Oh, it's been 90 here today. We're in summertime now. It says Obama judge sides with Trump administration, refuses to stop the White House UFC Freedom 250 fight. Here's a question. They've already built the stadium or, the arena. You thought they were going to tear that down? You've just been finding President Trump. He was going to that UFC fight. It says an Obama-appointed federal judge denied a lawsuit against the Trump administration plans to host an Ultimate Fighting Championship match on the White House ground this weekend. Is it going to be live, Dave? Because if it is, we're going to pull it. It says the event dubbed the UFC Freedom 250 will continue its plan. In a Friday order, the United States Court Judge Emmett Mihai ruled that the D.C. residents who filed suit against the National Park Service failed to demonstrate that stopping the event would be in the interest of the public and that their unreasonable delay in filing the 11th hour lawsuit undercuts their claim of irreparable harm. The lawsuit argued that the Trump plan is deeply corrupt by having UFC fighters. Child, please. A bunch of men in skimpy underwear beating the living daylights off each other.
Would it feel better if the UFC fighters read
Was gay? Was gay? It was gay. Yeah, they would love that. They would love that. They would definitely love that one. It says that it was deeply corrupt and that it gave the Ultimate Fighting Championship unfettered access to the White House and the Lincoln Memorial. He can hand out passes. What the hell they got to do with anything? It's the President of the United States. That's his house. Whose house? His house. It says they could literally give out golden tickets and have all of the people, the attendees, actually do a White House tour, come out the front damn door, and then go straight across the lawn and pick a seat. Anyway, it says for the purpose for enriching UFC CEO Dana White and President Trump. Dana White ain't getting paid, and Dana White don't need your damn money. You talking about, child, please. That's a far stretch. Dana White, the one that's always hanging with President Trump, that's pretty much a mini billionaire himself, need to worry about making a name? What the hell? You could have picked something else lamer to complain about. That definitely ain't it. The lawsuit argued that the Trump plans, I read all that. It further claims that Trump use of the White House South Lawn to host a sport event and the erection of a fight venue, which the White House and the Ultimate Fighting Championship called the Claw, is illegal. Not when they pay for it. In particular, the UFC is erecting a 92-foot tall, 600-ton steel structure is calling the Claw immediately adjacent to the executive residence. And and is destroying much of the South Lawn in progress. Cry harder. Wait a minute. I got to finish reading these crybabies. The White House gave reporters access to the claw on Thursday. The claw. I don't know why I saw the Toy Story. But it's tearing up the grass. Anyway, y'all stay tuned. When we get back, we're going to find something that they ain't crying about this weekend or this week. Go ahead, Dave.
One nation still under God. A powerful personal testimony about faith, family, freedom, patriotism, grassroots America, and the fight to preserve the moral foundation. Through deeply personal stories and cultural commentary, this book explores faith in a modern America, the attack on family values, raising children in a culture of confusion, patriotism and freedom, truth, censorship, and a media manipulation, grassroots America and community, hope for a future generation. This is more than a political book. It is a testimony of perseverance, faith, rebuilding, and the belief that America is still worth fighting for. A message for Americans who believe this nation is worth saving. God, family, country, in that order. So order your book today.
Ooh, I said that's what Kim just got pissed off about. Welcome back, everybody, to the last half hour of The Real News with Lucretia Hughes and Kim Lamborghini catching the attitude because, hey, we had butt-naked trans guys showing their boobies on the White House lawn, but, erecting the claw. That's going to be a problem. I'd rather see gladiators beat on each other than, fake guys with boobs. So welcome back, everyone. Creation. That's pretty much why I'm glad I didn't go TikTok live today, because somehow they gave my page back. Well, they gave me the ability to go TikTok live again, but you know how they be tripping. Okay, they be tripping. And I'm not gonna put it back on my timeline. The guy that aborted his baby at 5 months. This dude is not, he's a demon. Have y'all been, well, I have. Stay away from him. Stay away from him. He don't believe anyway. Like he said, hey, I'm so thankful my dad didn't abort me. He said, because I'm normal. Are you really normal? He gets fouler, dirtier, stupider by the day, by the post, by the video. So back away from that. And we see, after last week, again, like I said, we see the worst of society. So babies don't mean a damn thing in this new society. So there's that. So like I said, y'all, make sure you get on over there. Get a bundle pack. Go on and get now here. Get the shirt and the actual cup. The cups are 15-ounce mugs. Like I said, we went and got the shirts today. So if you ordered, and 2 orders came in today or early this morning. So we could go to Hobby Lobby and actually pick that stuff up. Make sure y'all get on over there if you want your stuff mailed out Monday when everything else is being mailed out. Get it in this weekend. So y'all get on over there to FALLBACK, USA-2.myshopify.com. You can get the shirts and everything, the mugs, all of that. Go on over there, support us that way. Or just get to, what is it? $ Lucretius 44. $ Lucretius 44. $ Lucretius 44, or look in the chat and it's right down there. So y'all get on over there and support us that way. And if not, we only got 30 minutes left. But Kim Lamborghini said, F all that crap. She didn't want to see fake boobs. I said, ooh, what Kim talking about? Where's that? It says, this is what Kim Lamborghini said, but they were okay with trans pulling up their shirts and showing off their fake boobs on Easter Sunday. I don't care what they say. I'm sick of the outrage. You better say it, girl. We pretty much all are, Kim Lamborghini. And the same ones hooping and hollering was the same ones that don't even know what the hell they fighting for. Or they just fighting against anything and everything at this point is pretty much what I feel like. Hey, Nora, I read that Dana White is footing the bill. Like I said, they're not even taking any money out of this. And President Trump, this time around, yes, they did pay for it out of their pocket. So I don't understand at all why they bitching about Dana White and the UFC Battle Royale for the 250th birthday of America. So these people gonna have anything to argue about, but because it is messing up the grass on the South Lawn, they could have came up with something worse than that. Seriously, the fight will happen this weekend. And like I said, if it goes live, hey, I'm going to show it. Hey there. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nora. Y'all get on over there and donate. Like I said, I'm going to put this back in this ear. Over there, that works. Okay, then. I can hear it now. But, whew, child, it's like, I don't like this one. Hey there. The people that were invited are every branch of the military. Hold up. Oh, you talking about at the UFC. I don't see why not. They was like first come, first serve. I'm seeing some of the quote unquote influencers that are normally there at the White House. But what I'm reading, Trish, is that the United States military branch, the Department of War, Pentagon, all them. Well, I guess Democrats used to have, planning where they used to invite the actual military, the branches to the Democratic stuff. Well, it seemed like the Democrats have stopped inviting the military. Why? Because the military don't want to go over there and get some half-ass honor, some half-ass valor from the actual Democrats when they have actually been abused by the Democrats. So that came out today that the United States military men and women don't want to have anything to do with any of the Democratic parties, fundraisers, or anything like that. They are actually leaving it out because they're trying to have the people that are still in all of the different military branches that they're saying the DEI recruits. DEI this. Pride parade, that, this, that, other. So they are trying everything that Pete Hegseth and Trump administration struck out of the military. The Democrats are trying to have all of these special awards and parades for all of the DEI recruits, and also all of the zesty ass military members inside of the military. So, hey, they're gonna be there on the mall. They're gonna be there in Washington. The Blue Angels are gonna be there. They saying that the 250th birthday is supposed to be an all weekend thing, but it's really supposed to blow up. So I can imagine the fireworks that they're gonna have over the Potomac River. That is gonna be so hot. I ain't gonna be able to go. Maybe, hopefully I can, but probably not. But I really want to see how done up. Now I'm seeing the videos of all of the pools, all of the the water fountains, all of the statues, all of the memorials look like they spit shine. Okay, look like they pressure wash. Everything is working up there now, and to see how spotless it is up there in Washington D.C. and just seeing people walk down the street at night, at the park at night, sitting out on chairs and benches at night. Washington D.C. now, Washington D.C. It seemed like it's a safer place, and I think this year alone, it's going to be great just to go up there and see our nation's capital, and just to take my shoes off and get in some of these, wading pools. I really want to go to the one. I want to go to the Malcolm X one. I want to take pictures from above it and then below it, and then I want to have a picnic in the park with Dave. That's what I want to do. And I really want to be there on the 4th of July, but if I can't, I'll be here with y'all. Hey there, United States Soccer takes on Paraguay tonight. How many games are tonight? Is there like different openings in different nations around the world when it comes for the FIFA? And is it FIFA? Is there, because some people are saying that there's a game in South Korea, and they saying they spent so much money on the opening game in South Korea, no one is tuning in. But you're saying the Paraguay and also is taking on tonight. So when are they supposed to be in Atlanta, and when are they supposed to be in California to play these games? So I don't know much about soccer and FIFA. But we're gonna pay attention to it. Is the United States in it? I don't know. But she said, way to go, soccer, way to go. And it's soccer day? Or is that football? Soccer. Okay, Dave got real pissy. Facebook is definitely having issues all day. All day, all day. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing out there? Okay, fine. Let's get on to the next one. I'm just waiting. So, what is this? Hey, Sherry, I plan to go to D.C. for the fireworks. Ah, then she over here rubbing it in. She said, girl, I'm going. Well, you know, say a prayer for all of us. Throw me a firework down here. I would like to go. I'm rolling my eyes at that one. What is this one? Somebody get Elon Musk on the line. Elon Musk, officially world's first trillionaire, as SpaceX makes debut on NASDAQ. Musk rings the open bell. Well, Tony Stark is now living and breathing. It says Elon Musk officially became the world's first trillionaire on Friday after SpaceX made its debut on the NASDAQ. It says SpaceX opened at $150 a share on NASDAQ on Friday, above the initial public offering of $135 per share. Elon Musk's stake in SpaceX is more than $766 billion. And combined with his Tesla holdings, his net worth exceeds $1 trillion. Damn. It says Elon Musk delivered remarks as he rang the opening bell. I gave SpaceX less than 10% chance of succeeding at all. Let me tell you, if people had told me it was going to happen, I would have been like, man, you must be smoking something good crack. What the hell? Because I think this company is going to fail. Shares of Elon Musk's rocket company began trading publicly Friday on the NASDAQ stock exchange, raising $75 billion for the company in the largest initial public offering ever. The company's shares surged more than 50% just minutes into trading. That opening gave SpaceX a market value of more than $2 trillion and made Musk the world's first trillionaire. I still can't wrap my head around that, but hey, way to go, Elon Musk and all that money. The end. I mean, what? I ain't like, I can write him, Cheryl, to ask him to buy me some tickets for the 4th of July in Washington, D.C. Hey, Kim Lamborghini, what? I wish I could go. Margie, me too. I'm just being selfishly, wonderfully thinking of how great it would be to be in Washington, D.C. to bring in the 250th birthday of the United States. Knowing that we got a president up there that actually is going to show up and show out in Washington, D.C. alone, all of the monuments, all of the statues, all of this stuff is going to be highlighted huge and big. I would love to go. It's going to be one of the safest places on earth. I could guarantee you that. What is this? Okay, on to the next one. I'm reading now. I'm reading. Oh, I read it the other day. What is this? Did we read this? I don't think I did. I read it and I watched it actually. And if anybody has been paying attention, Act Blue and the SPLC has been on the chopping block hot seat booster chair in Washington, D.C. So Act Blue, a long time ago, we all was saying, well, a couple of us was saying that Act Blue is a money funding organization for the Democrat campaigns, Democrat Party, and politicians. And we was called conspiracy theorists, and we was called liars because they said they wasn't well. Usher in Doge and Elon Musk, and we found out more than that. It says, but they have been in the committee in Washington, D.C., getting questioned and grilled by Congress. Act Blue CEO takes the fifth as House Republicans press foreign donations questions. And I don't know why. Okay, then. It says the Act Blue president and CEO Regina Wallace-Jones repeatedly invoked the Fifth Amendment right against self-incrimination during the House Administration Committee hearing on Wednesday, refusing to answer questions from the Republican lawmakers about Democrat Democratic fundraising platform handling of donations and alleged foreign contribution concerns. If anybody has ever donated money to any political organization or campaign, you will see at the very bottom of and the top of your donor's package that, got to tell where you work at, how much it is, if it's a PAC, all of it. You have to put down all of your information, and you're only allowed to give certain amount of money to a particular candidate or a PAC when it comes to the FEC rules. And they thought they was going to skate around it by having NGOs or non-governmental organizations taking the money and distributing it. So here's one case in point: Black Lives Matter, Summer of Love. A lot of money was being funneled in from Act Blue by them destroying neighborhoods and everything. Money was being flowed into Act Blue. Well, the cities and these communities did not receive the money, but politicians and their campaigns did. Back over here. It says Wallace Jones appeared before the committee as Republicans continue their investigation into Act Blue, the major online fundraising operation used by Democratic candidates, political committees, and left-leaning causes. During the hearing, lawmakers pressed her on whether Act Blue had proper safeguards in place to stop illegal foreign money, fraudulent donations, and other improper contributions from entering federal campaigns. And the answer is absolutely not. She invoked the fifth. According to the report from the Washington Post, Wallace Jones invoked the Fifth Amendment 21 damn times. Did she even say what her last name was? When they was asking her, your name is your name Regina Wallace Jones? I plead the fifth. Everything, plead the fifth. She couldn't answer basic questions without pleading the fifth. And it was just making people hotter and hotter. 27 times during the hearing as Republicans asked about Act Blue verification process and whether the platform accepted donations without proper checks. Yeah. It says the Fifth Amendment protects Americans from being forced to testify against themselves. Invoking that right is not an admission of guilt. Bullcrap. But in a public congressional hearing tied to election money, campaign finances, and foreign donation concern, the move immediately raises new questions for Republicans who says American people deserve answers. Why is it always only the Republicans demanding answers because they feel like we need them? Or is that a game too? It says the House Administration Committee Chairman Brian Steele of Wisconsin had previously requested that Wallace Jones' testimony, saying that Act Blue needed to answer questions about fraud concerns and its donation safeguards. The committee said in April that it was seeking her public testimony as part of its ongoing probe into the Democratic fundraising platform. Republicans have accused Act Blue, and don't forget Win Red for the Republicans. It's a lot of shady crap going on over there too. But I digress. It says Act Blue was of given incomplete answers to Congress and have questioned whether its fraud prevention rules were strong enough during the 2024 election cycle. The committee also said its investigation is focused on whether Act Blue allowed questionable or illegal donations to move through the platform, including possible foreign linked contributions. It could have been that or, the Clinton Foundation, but here we go. It says Wallace Jones also defended her decision before the hearing, writing that invoking the Fifth Amendment was not an admission of guilt, but a constitutional protection. She argued the investigation was not real oversight, but a political attack on fundraising platform used by Democrats. Anybody remember $47 being taken out of an elderly, quote unquote, person's bank account and given to one particular campaign over 2,500 times? I do. I do. Because Christy made sure we read that. It says the hearing now puts pressure on Congress to decide whether the current campaign financing rules are strong enough for a digital fundraising age. If platforms can move millions or billions of dollars through online donations, lawmakers says voters have a right to know whether every dollar is legal, verified, and coming from people allowed to give it. The investigation is expected to continue as House Republicans demand more records, more testimony, and more accountability from Act Blue. How about this? You're the government. That's the IRS. That is the banking system. Subpoena them. The end. Then it won't have to worry about a Fifth Amendment or I plead fifth. You ain't got to worry about any of that. You have all of the proof sitting right in front of you. So since you will hurry up and audit everyone else out here in the real world, their finances, audit Act Blue's and hers too. What's she gonna do? Say no? I didn't think so. So I never understood when they sit here and say, well, you got everything you possibly need to investigate any of this instead of having all of these damn committee hearings. What are you going to do about it? Are you just going to continue to let it drag on as a performance of theater or something? Do they ever get called to the carpet is what I really want to know. And the answer right now seems no. Do we want to read that? Well, if you ain't been paying attention, Spencer Pratt got cheated. And somehow, some way, the Blaze just picked up on it. It says homeless people on Skid Row claim they are paid to vote. Well, I'm just going to say that. Continue. James O'Keefe risked his life going to Skid Row day after day after day after day, proving the point that homeless people was getting paid to actually vote. Well, thank you. Way to catch up, the Blaze. It says the homeless people make the claims in a video posted on TikTok by a Pratt supporter. Allegations over voter fraud in Los Angeles mayoral primary election were bolstered by some homeless people on Skid Row, claiming it was paid to vote for a leftist in the race. The Republican leading Spencer Pratt was shut out of the jungle primary, which allowed the top two vote getters to progress and proceed into the general election. Some of Pratt's supporters became suspicious after Pratt initially won second place in the partially results announced on election night. But then the gap whittled away with each tirade of ballots that was counted. The pro-Pratt TikTok account posted videos of claims from homeless people recorded in downtown LA on Tuesday morning. I saw some of them, but the ones that I actually paid attention to and was watching on a daily basis was James O'Keefe. It was like $2. One of them, an unidentified woman who claimed she was paid $2 to vote for Karen Bass, literally was on James O'Keefe video. The black woman sitting there checking off Karen Bass, giving over $2, and then giving over 2 single cigarettes. Yep, they come out here all the time. The TikTok creator told the New York Post that he had tipped off by a friend who worked in the area and claimed to have seen political volunteers operating in the neighborhood. One of the men in the video called himself Kevin Shepard, said he was paid $4 because, you know, he a gangster like that. They was going to pay him his worth, $4 damn. He was paid $4 to vote for Bass. He said he negotiated the price up from $2 and that he was also allowed to vote for, Roman noodles, but not Pratt. They gave you an optional choice. Renee Johnson, 39, claimed she was paid $5 to vote for Bass, but was unclear about the documents she signed. But, you know, at the time, I didn't know that was going on. I just was trying to make $5. You know, I didn't do it. It didn't do it for fraud. She just did it for a crack pipe. Whatever. However, the investigation to her claim found that there was no votes under her name from Skid Row, but there was one that name and age in a nearby Inglewood election, which had a mayor separated from the LA Los Angeles race. The Post said it was unable to identify verified the claim in the video. Everyone said it was normal around here. So at this point, you're going to get what you're going to get in Los Angeles. You're going to get what you're going to get in California. You're going to get what you're going to get in all of these blue states. And it seems like there's nothing you could do about it except vote them out or find somebody that you know that is strong enough to actually primary these people and change something. But as long as you got it out there in California, California is going to be everything Skid Row. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from people leaving, businesses leaving, companies that's been there from decades are leaving, families and U-Haul companies saying there's more U-Hauls leaving out of California than actually going into California. So they did that. They built that. I don't want them to deal it or build it across the United States of America. What's this one? I want to talk about Not Your Mammy, because Not Your Mammy think he is Marco Rubio. Hey, Michelle. Good night, Michelle. But Marco, Not Your Mammy, thinks that I don't know, an ambassador. He's a, statesperson for the United States. I don't know what in the world mayor like Not Your Mammy think that he can pull in presidents and foreign leaders from other countries to come in and talk to him. So there's a socialist leader that is over here and was part of the UN. So Not Your Mammy thought that he was going to have a closed door meeting with a president of a foreign country who's a communist country at that, without the State's Department to have anything to do with it, which is Marco Rubio, or the Trump administration. So what did President Trump do? Shot it down. And matter of fact, the guy that he was wanting to have a conversation with, dude, you wanted in the United States. I don't think you better leave the UN ground. I don't know if you got immunity, but you go ahead and go on up to the mayor's house, mansion, go down to the mayor's office, you're gonna get arrested. Well, that's what Trump said. Trump administration shuts down Not Your Mammy attempt to meet with a foreign leader. President Trump administration planned and a planned meeting between two prominent Democratic socialists. It says the United States diplomats in the Colombian capital of Bogota. How you say that? I don't care. And I told the Colombian officials that a planned meeting between the Democratic mayor Zoran Not Your Mammy in New York City and the leftist Colombian president Gustavo Petro in New York City this week would violate the United States imposed visa restrictions against Petro. So Petro, hey, if you just want to get snatched up like Marudro, step your foot off the UN campus. See how that worked. The Colombian official took that to mean that the United States might arrest Petro if he went ahead with the meeting with Not Your Mammy. It says Petro visa restrictions stems from comments he made outside of the United Nations headquarters in September of 2025. It says, I asked all the soldiers of the Army of the United States not to point their rifles at humanity. Dude, and you doing the same in your own country? Shut the hell up. The Colombian president said to a group of pro-Palestinian supporters, they ain't even got a country. What you mean free Palestine? They don't exist. It says disobey the orders of Trump. Oh, hell no. You told our military that? All right. Obey Trump and obey the orders of humanity. Dude, shut your mouth. It says a visa is a privilege, not a right. The State Department official told the Post. Any individual United States visa is at risk of, they can snatch it back from you. If they visit America and outrageously employ United States soldiers to disobey orders of a duly elected president of the United States. Petro has also accused Trump of being complicit in genocide for supporting Israel war in Gaza. Palestine don't exist. It says Trump, meanwhile, called the Democratic Socialist a lunatic who got a lot of problems and mental problems. I'm like, hold up, bro. Worry about your own damn nation. Worry about your own damn nation, not ours. Matter of fact, go ahead and pop off at the mouth again. Go ahead and try to make that meeting with not your mammy and see once you get snatched up and kidnapped. I mean arrested. Like Marudro. It says the two presidents did have what president categorized as a terrific meeting in February. Since then, however, Petro has reportedly irritated the Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Dude, Marco hating on you. By criticizing the United States boat strikes in Latin America and the capture earlier this year of Marudro. Bro, please don't piss Marco Rubio off. He looked like he is a little angry. It says, according to the New York Times, the Colombian president criticism of the boat strikes in particularly prompted sanctions from the United States Treasury. The federal prosecutors also launched an investigation into possible drug trafficking ties. So I would say, listen, Colombia, shut it. All right, then, everybody. This is the end of the Real News with me and Dave with episode 1951. Y'all have a great weekend. If anything pop off, I'll be live. If anything don't, enjoy your weekend. But do not forget, make sure y'all get on over there and get you a bundle pack, which is a shirt and also a mug, or get a book, Still Standing, One Nation Still Under God is the other one. And or go ahead and donate to $ Lucretia Hughes 44, $ Lucretia Hughes 44, $ Lucretia Hughes 44, or it's down there in the chat. So hold up, let's go over here to YouTube first. Bye Troy Mitchell over there on YouTube by yourself with Gracie, Macy, Tracy. IX, y'all stay blessed out there. Have a great weekend. Rumble, Cleo for your brother, your husband. Many prayers, Cleo. Would you say getting money to start the fire and getting money to put out the fire? All right, Cleo. All right, Karma, stay blessed out there. B-Dub. That's going to straight to hell. Ain't got nothing to do with us, man. All right, y'all stay blessed. Well, I'm trying to figure out, and you out there, everybody, we will see y'all over here on Facebook. Last but not least, hold up, Troy. All right, Sandy, Grandma Barker, stay blessed. Marsha, much love. Todd and Addie, have a great weekend. Trish, we learned something together today. All right, then. Have a great weekend. Next time somebody asks me, we're going to definitely know. We're going to definitely know this time because I'll be like, let me find it out. All right, Addie, much love. Nora out there, go ahead. Cheryl, Tommy, and Aaron, stay blessed. Carolyn, much love. Melissa, stay blessed out there. And y'all have a great weekend. Don't forget to support and donate. Go ahead, Dave.
Here we go. She's on 5 to 7, 9 to 10 p.m. Fallback Productions. Talks about topics of the day and loves her country, the U.S. of A. Got her Get Right rally on tax day. Got family country Trump is her thing. She don't know the songs, gives Dave a hard time. Don't worry, it's fine. He's still her Valentine. Keeps us in the loop. Don't you know, sit back and enjoy the Lucretia